embrace as the basic expression of love is right at the center of Chagall's work. Bella was the first love of his life. She was his great inspiration.
His guide, his muse. She made it possible for him to dream, to paint. It's a beautiful love story.
We're here at Fleur Bella, the magical kingdom of flowers that you've created. Flowers are among the most beautiful objects in all creation. They become an important theme in Marc Chagall's work only in the 1920s. He says that he hasn't seen them in Russia in his childhood, but when he goes to France, he's exposed to these vivacious flowers. When Chagall paints flowers, they're not just about beauty, they mean something more to him.
There are always massive bouquets which look more like a tree of life, which form a link between earth and heaven. I think it's spiritual.
His work has a kind of universality to it, which traverses cultures. It's a kind of instantly understandable theme.
There is no barrier between what he truly believes in, what he feels, and what he tries to communicate.
Your grandmother died before you were born, but how did your grandfather speak about her and their relationship?
He admired her beyond words. She had a vision, and she followed it. That vision was understanding what his work was.
I think here, the embrace, we see just how close they were and what an important force she was in his life. It's Marc that has his head on Bella's shoulder, and she's the role of protector.
And you can see that in many of the paintings where he celebrates their love. She always has her eyes open. She's the one who sees into the future.
Yes.
She really is his guide.
This picture sums up a particular moment in their relationship, a particular moment in Chagall's career. In 1923, Marc and Bella moved back to Paris. It's the second time that he's lived there. Can you take us back to that moment, the 1920s? What's happening in Marc and Bella's life?
He was completely taken by the light of Paris, and he understood that Paris was his artistic home. It's the first time, maybe the only time, when they found some moment of peace where they spent lots of time with other artists. He started to be able to work with With
illustrations. For the first time, there's a commercial audience for Chagall's work, and also critical acclaim.
Yes.
Younger artists are giving him real adulation.
He was invited to be part of the Surrealists, but he never wanted to be part of them because he couldn't really conform. He really had to listen to his heart.
Chagall holds the dream and the reality always in suspension together. He gives her a kind of magical quality.
Yes, and that's why you see also the full moon. So they are floating, but it's all in a dream. But it's reality.
But it's reality. It's tangible and intangible at the same time. With Matisse, Chagall is probably the other great colorist of 20th century painting. In fact, when Matisse dies, Picasso says, now the only person left who understands color is Chagall.
It reminds me of a visit with grandfather. It was in the early 70s, probably. He was painting, and then he showed me, look, I'm trying to understand this color. I'm trying to understand this gray. It's so difficult. And that's what he tries with every single tone, hue, color.
This is the most important painting by Chagall that we've seen at auction since 1990, when L'Anniversaire was sold. It's very unusual to find a discovery like this, a work which was painted in 1928 and was bought that same year by the family of the present owner and has never been seen since.
I can't wait to have people discover it. It's so wonderful.
It's very hard not to feel happy in front of this picture. It's a work that exudes peace and happiness.
Peace, as you said, is most important. It's a very tender yet forceful kind of celebration for the essence of life, the beauty of life.